we're able to capture all the analytics around the vehicle and the trailer that it's connected to. At the top of the page, you'll see a few things about this vehicle that give you quick insight into what's happening with it. So who is driving it, the vehicle type, the license plate, and the location that that vehicle is currently in. But the most important thing on this page is the analysis range. This tells us what piece of data we're looking at. It's going to automatically default to the last 2 hours, but we can also default it to the last 24 hours, 48 hours, or 72 hours, or pick a custom range. FleetRover holds all of your data, and for that reason, you can go back 3 years or 4 years if you want to. Once we've chosen an analysis range, it's going to break down that information into trips. Now, a trip is a start and a stop. And within that start and stop, you have a duration and a distance. And some of these are broken down below here. Once you've selected a trip, a start and stop, you can look at the points within that trip. So point to point, you can follow the vehicle, where it was, what it was doing. And you'll notice these two instances are marked in red. Again, this is because FleetRover is constantly trying to bring those critical insights to the forefront and ensure that you don't have to dig for them. And this is an example of that. You don't have to seek out the overspeeding events, they pop out for you. Scrolling down here, we have certain indications of the vehicle status. It's okay, trailer status is okay, reefer unit is online. We're algorithmically determining what should be constituted as okay. So if the vehicle has many errors associated with it, that vehicle status may say not so good. Or if there are no errors, it may say great. And the reason we do that is, again, to keep the fleet manager from having to dig through reports, dig through data, just to find out what's happening with that fleet. We're trying to tell them in plain English what's going on right now so that they can gather information easily and continue focusing on what's most important. If they want to audit things, if they want to dig in a little bit deeper, they have that option. They can click on the vehicle tab and they can see additional information about the specific vehicle. These are primarily engine metrics. So what you're looking at here is a graph which indicates speeding, hard accelerating, hard braking, engine idling, and overspeeding. Again, all overlaid on one single graph. You have the average speed, the hard braking instances, the hard acceleration instances, the engine idling instances. And this is unique to FleetRover. We contextualize these graphics by overlaying them as much as possible. And for that reason, this actually tells a story. We can see the vehicle's traveling at a certain speed, hard braking event, he slows down, he's idling for a minute, maybe he hit traffic. Now he is re-accelerating and he goes back to overspeeding a little bit. If we scroll back down, we see average fuel consumption and fuel efficiency. Again, overlaid on one graph. You have that speed, the consumption. You can see the differential between these two items, and you can make determinations based on that and have a better understanding of overall driver behavior. The next item here is the trailer itself. So we can, via the Blue Rover, measure temperature in as many zones as a fleet would like us to. That means we can look at up to 8 or 16. Most fleets only look up to approximately 3, but there are instances where you want ambient temperature in more zones than that. You'll notice here we have the temperature that's outside of threshold marked in red. Again, trying to ensure that those critical insights bubble to the top. You just have to scroll across here, see the different temperatures in the different zones. And the critical thing to mention here is that we're able to measure how much time is spent outside of threshold and overall give you full visibility and very accurate readings of what's happening in that trailer at any given point in time. If we click on the reefer tab, we can see additional information: set temperature, actual temperature, electric hours. And this is an integration that's only offered with Thermo King reefers. Battery level, power supply voltage. That's the vehicle page.